There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, give on the inside. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That's caught. It's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snagged in the middle. It's Upshaw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Upshaw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's late. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Grab near the marker, it's Upshaw. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Wants to throw. It's Gibbs. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Green.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Now adjusting. Looking down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He was trying to keep that play alive, getting out and escaping to the left, just hoping something good would happen.
And just buying time, right? Trying to give your receiver time to get open. He couldn't get open. He couldn't find an avenue to get him the football, but at least he bought some time and gave himself a chance, just couldn't capitalize on it.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Cole. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fakes to grab. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. On target. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
He Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Got a man. It's late. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Extending the play. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Stanford! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Got room at the 35. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They just keep firing. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And that one will give them the lead.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Green. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. He made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end. Throws a strike.
Turning it on! They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together.
3:25.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Gibbs. Quarterback moving. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Defense, it looked grim. It looked bad, 1st and goal. They're set up in a good situation. Shoot, now they're not even in the red zone. That is exactly how you do it. Create those negative plays. Get them behind the sticks. Get them in predictable situations. Nice bow-your-neck situation for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Okay, ready?
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Buys a little time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to the... There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The give from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. If they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. The sure hands, it's Green. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.